Hi there, my name's Chris Kilby. I'm a pastor in a pergola, and here is today's bite-sized Bible from 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 21. And I want to talk to you here about a serious charge, You see, Paul has been outlining for Timothy so far all of his leadership responsibilities to the church here in Ephesus, and he wants Timothy to take them really seriously. Let me read you what he says in verse 21. He says, I charge you in the sight of God and Christ Jesus and the elect angels to keep these instructions without partiality and do nothing out of favoritism. So he's writing to Timothy and he's saying, look, Timothy, you're leading there in Ephesus, you're leading on my behalf, but hey, it's not just me that has got my eye on your efforts and your progress. He says, no, you're doing it in the sight of God. God is watching, he says. God is aware of what you're up to. And so do well. Now, not only that, he says it's in the sight of Christ Jesus as well. So God is watching him. Jesus has an interest in what is going on there. And as if that wasn't enough, Paul says, and the elect angels are watching too. So these heavenly beings, these created heavenly spirit beings, are also watching Timothy. So he's got this trinity of folk watching on in his life and his teaching and his progress. You've got God watching, Jesus watching, and the elect angels watching as well. Wow, all of heaven is interested in Timothy's leadership there in the church in Ephesus, and it shows us how important this leadership is in the local church. It shows us firstly how important it is to God. If God has got his eye on leaders and teaching in the local church, then it must be really super important. It shows us how important it is too for apostolic mission. Paul is writing, and Paul is eager for Timothy to do well. Not only that, it shows us how important this is to Paul. Because he's saying, Paul, I want you to do so well because everybody is watching what you're doing. And it also shows us this. It shows us what a weighty responsibility that leadership is. If God is watching, if Jesus is interested, if the angels are watching, and if Paul has a passion to see Timothy do well, it shows us just how important this local leadership is. And it is a serious charge. So I want to say to you today, whatever it is you're leading, if it's yourself, lead yourself well. Lead yourself well. All of heaven is interested in how you lead yourself today. If you have others that you're responsible for in your home or your family or your church, lead them well. All of heaven is watching how you lead today. And if you have responsibilities in the local church, really lead well. Lead others well. And be aware that all of this is in the sight of God. That was today's bite-sized Bible from 1 Timothy 5 verse 21. My name's Chris Kilby, a pastor in a pergola, and I shall see you next time.